Come on into the room. Be coachable, teachable, trainable. Post your city and state for catching this live on today. Bear with me, guys. We're actually mobile today, running today's stream where we are discussing fixing your sales process before you launch. And because we're mobile, it's no telling what the internet Wi-Fi is going to hold up and be like. It's no telling what our surrounding audio is going to be like, but we're still going to see if we can make it through this information on today. So specifically, as I said, today's topic is how to launch your sales process. But if there is a problem that you have with it, we want to fix it before you launch. So I don't understand about you guys, but why no one is buying is an issue. And I need for you guys to understand that it's about your broken sales process. Okay. So if you've been launching offers, if you've been speaking, if you've been saying, if you've been giving, if you've been sharing all of this information, but no one is still buying, then likely it's not your offer, it's the sales process. So today I want to talk with you about how to possibly go in and diagnose where your process is broken and what to fix before you launch. I'm going to see if I'm available to bring up on screen. Possibly not, but to bring up on screen how to use ChatGPT to help you audit your sales messaging and map out a more effective process to help you move forward, okay? And of course, if you want to get this right before your next launch, then you'll want to grab a seat in my free Monetize Your Voice with AI webinar. And don't miss the 5-day Brand You Mastery Challenge, where we're going to map out your full sales flow step by step. Look in the description below to get more information about where you can get access to the webinar and the 5-day challenge. So some key points I'm going to cover today are why most failed launches aren't about the offer. It's about the process. The 5 stages of a simple sales process, how to audit your current process to find any of the bottleneck areas. That's where things are just getting clogged up in the drain. How to use AI to improve your sales messaging flow and what to fix before you even launch. So you're not wasting time having to fix stuff on the back end. Let's see if we can figure out the problem on the front end and fix it quick, fast, and in a hurry. So you've got your offer ready. You put it out there, you post, you email, you launch, and yet still no one buys. This is frustrating. It's happened to me, so I know that it has happened to you. But here's the truth. 9 out of 10 cases, it's not your offer that's the problem. It's not your offer that's broken. It's actually the sales process. So let's jump right in to some areas that we need to be looking at to understand how to fix this. Most creators stop and tweak their offer. They fix the offer over and over when the issue is actually how you're positioning and presenting it. So let's go through the 5 stages of a sales process so that you can see if you currently have these 5 stages in place to begin to audit what's going on. So do you have an awareness process? Are you bringing in enough qualified leads? Are you putting enough free, valuable content out there to make people aware of what it is that you serve with, you share with? Have you sown enough seeds of value out in the market before you ask for anything back? Are you qualifying people, or are you requesting people qualify themselves by your awareness information? Number 1 is awareness. Are they even aware of the value that you bring to the market? Are you even aware of what problem they are struggling with? And are you even aware of a simple process that you have to solve that problem that they are actually aware of? Let me say that louder for the people in the back. Are you aware of the problem that they are suffering and struggling with? And are you aware of how you are available to deliver the simple solution to them? Okay. Number 2, nurture. Are you building trust and educating before pitching? Again, Awareness is, are they aware? Nurturing is, are you building trust by educating them before you ask anything of them? Are you showing them the steps? Are you educating them on the different problems that they may think they know all 10 problems or all 3 problems, and there are actually 10 total problems? Are you educating them on the exact steps through the entire process before you ask anything of them? Are you nurturing them, carrying them, walking them through, sharing with them the different areas and avenues? Are you requiring them to think through the entire process? Or are you thinking through the entire process and then sharing the entire process with them? Number 3, the pre-sale. Are you previewing the transformation to come? Are you showing them the results? Are you letting them know in a preview model that a transformation can happen if they go through X, Y, and Z? Are you showing them the big picture, the results on the end? Are you taking them through the entire process of what, voila, this is what your brand could look like? This is the success outcome of, here is the solution to, here are the steps for. Are you giving that to them and showing them the end result? Number 4, the offer. Is your offer positioned clearly as the bridge from the pain to the result? Right? When you're taking them and you're saying, hey, I can help you do this, are you sure that the this that can be done is the result that they desire to have? And is the way that you position that to them in a clear manner that actually takes them from pain to result? Are you showing them, here is the result, or are you just saying, here's my price? Are you saying, this is a brand and here's how much it costs? Or are you saying, I know you've been struggling with, and you lay out everything that they're struggling with, and here's how I can help you get that, and showing them the end result? And then finally, in number 5, the conversion. Is your call to action clear and friction free? If you can't go through and walk through your own entire process in an easy to understand manner, then more than likely the customer can't either. So if you're not aware of what the problem is and nurturing the customer, client, or prospect through a trust building exercise, educating them before you sell to them, if you're not showing them the transformative outcome, if you're not laying out your offer in a simple 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 or 5 method, and finally, if you are not converting in a simple, easy, friction-free call to action way, that's probably the area, the bottleneck, the problem with your process. Okay. Now, you want to know how to audit this, how to audit your sales process? Map your customer journey. Figure out where they're dropping off at. If you don't know the 1, 2, 3 steps, they don't either. If you're not looking at your content and determining whether or not there's too much teaching and not enough previewing of the offer, then that's a problem. Have you decided if your message is clear enough? Not just clear, but is it clear enough? Meaning, are you using language that they actually understand or that they use to describe the result they want? Now, I've been guilty of this one here myself time and time again, where I discuss a lot about branding, but people don't have a clear understanding of the depth of what branding is. So this is where I go through and I start with some of the foundational pieces of a brand. What is the problem that you solve that the people you're talking to know that they have? That is the foundation of your brand. What is the problem that you solve that the people who are listening to you know that they have? Because if they don't know they have the problem, but you're constantly out here selling, sharing, sewing into them a solution, but they don't know that they have that problem, you're talking to an empty room, you're echoing to yourself, right? You have to use language that they understand. One of the ways that I was able to determine that my process has value was that people don't realize when you are introduced by your name, no matter what product, service, niche you have, people are going to remember your name first. They're going to Google your name. They're going to write down your name. They're going to take notes. They're going to do everything they can to remember who you are once they realize you have their solution. So even if they don't remember the name of your product, they don't remember the name of your brand, they don't remember the website you give them, they don't remember any of that. As soon as the light bulb goes off and they realize you have their solution, they're going to remember your name. So you must own your name. That is the second area or the second foundational layer that you must implement. Owning your name. That has power. That has self-empowerment in it. That has confidence in it, owning your name. It's more important that I help people understand the value in owning their name than it is in discussing what a brand is, even though they really do coincide. That is an issue that you have to pay attention to. Is your messaging clear and spoken in the language that they actually understand? And finally, are you addressing objections or just hoping they'll buy? So I love the fact that it took me probably the first quarter to realize a lot of the content that I was putting out, I was not actually speaking on the objections that a lot of those in this industry have. And now I ensure that I cover objections when I speak. And one of the number one objections that people say is, I don't think I need a brand. I don't have anything specific to brand. I don't even understand or know what a brand is to determine whether or not I need it. And you have to understand your personality, your atmosphere, the words that you speak, the things that you say, the way that you show up, the way that people think about you when you're not even in the room. All of that is your brand. Everyone has a brand, whether they know it or not. Okay. And when you understand that, then you're able to serve and you're able to say to people, I understand why you may feel this way. I understand how you could arrive at the idea that you don't need a brand, because you've thought about the fact of what those objections are and you've answered those objections before you even continue. That way, you are moving obstacles that could potentially block a person receiving your information while you're giving them the information. Everyone is a brand and everyone needs to brand, because everyone has a name. Everyone has value. Everyone has a purpose. Everyone has a reason to be here and serve, which is your brand. But let me get off that soapbox and let you guys know how you can use AI to help. So usually I will be able to share on screen a ChatGPT, my Susan prompt, and I'll walk you through certain areas. But today it doesn't look like the mobile device is going to honor a screen share here on StreamYard. So I'm just going to jump right over into this area and invite you guys consistently, continually to go into this YouTube channel, to view the information that I have repeatedly on deck for you guys to understand, watch, and see, where I discuss best ways to use ChatGPT. And if you have not had an opportunity to subscribe to this channel, then I, of course, invite you to do exactly that. Look down below this video, select the bell to get notifications each and every time we go live, so that you are in the know of when we're delivering this information. And when you subscribe to that channel, there are a couple of playlists that I want you to pay attention to. If you go into the search bar, you are available to type in Martina, Britt, Yelverton, so should you choose, and ChatGPT. You're also available to look at the Watch Me Work Wednesdays playlist, where I go into some very simple modes that you can use to activate free ChatGPT options, as well as paid $20 per month ChatGPT options. Okay. And one of the things you can type into that search is audit this sales sequence for clarity and emotional resonance. Right. And here's what you tell it. The audience is a startup and struggling entrepreneur, or the audience is a single mom, or the audience is, and you put in your specific audience type. And then you can say the offer is for them to join us inside of the free Brand You community. The offer is for them to join my private single moms group. The offer is, and you can enter the offer description. And then please, for the love of all things business and branding, tell chat the tone is, and the desired tone. Y'all know my tone is country casual. Y'all know my tone is quirky professional. Y'all know my tone is, and enter your specific tone desired, because everybody loves talking to people that resemble them, that are relevant, and that are them. They like likeness. They like familiarity. So when you actually ask chat to speak to your audience type and discuss the offer description in your tone, that helps train your chat to sound like you, to resonate with you and your people, so that the information is more easily received. Use chat to help you rewrite your key offer, messages, emails, anything that you're trying to do, and then edit it in your voice. This is the best way that you can use AI to assist you, free up your time, help you understand what the internet is saying the market needs, so that your information aligns with it. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to actually align your messaging in this 5-step sequence: pain, process, promise, proof, and price. If you pay attention to the pain your audience is having, you walk them through the process quickly in language they can understand. You show them what your promise endeavors to resolve for them. You show them the proof of where you've resolved this for other people, and then you give them the price of all of that value. This will fix any gaps in your sales process, right? Make sure you're paying attention to anywhere that you have not nurtured them properly, or you have not pre-sold the information, meaning you've shown all of the value so that the price is not a problem. And then test your CTA flow. That's your call to action. If you want to map out this step by step and learn how to use AI tools like your ChatGPT to help you fix your sales process, number one, I'm going to invite you to go and look on the YouTube channel at the Watch Me Work Wednesdays, type in ChatGPT, get that free information, or you can join me in my free Monetizing Your Voice with AR webinar. And of course, you want to join the subsequent 5-day BrandYOU Mastery Challenge, so that we can build it all together. So let me ask you the call to action question that I always have Before I close out, just checking to make sure that you guys are still with me, that you are paying attention to this information. And I'll ask you, which part of your sales process do you feel needs the most work, right? Is it the awareness? Is it the nurture, the pre-sale? Is it the offer, or is it the conversion? I really enjoy, when you guys DM me these questions. I would love it even better if you could comment below. So when you leave your comments, other people can see what those comments are and they can comment as well. That would be a nice flow of engagement. However, if you choose not to, no problem. I still ensure that I answer questions live inside of the free Brand You community. Today, we are actually not going to be in the Zoom room on today. We are out praying this child of mine gets her driver's license on today. So today we are not inside of the Brand You after office hours today answering live Zoom questions because we are actually in the parking lot. Okay, waiting for those. Now, I may pop open the window if I can mobily just to check and see if you guys come into the room to ask me anything. I won't be able to share screen today to be able to answer those questions live with examples on the screen. However, I may open up the Zoom room just to check in on you guys to see if you do pop in, but I won't be able to have full Q&A questions on today. We'll be limited on today. So if you found this information of value on today, I pray that you guys will leave your comments below. You will engage. Tomorrow, we're actually going to be discussing real life sales scripts that actually work at 1 p.m. But again, you can join us over in the live Zoom room directly after this via mobile. Just understand we'll be limited today, right? And at community.Martina, Britt, Yelverton.com. I hope this information has served you on today. Don't forget that we're live each and every Tuesday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We hold after office hours calls inside of the free Brand You community to answer your burning brand or business questions. And I look forward to seeing you guys as we close out this first half of the year. Catch you guys on the replay.
Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina, Britt, Yelverton here, giving you the latest update about our daily Get Your Assets in Order and Brand You series. Join me live each and every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for actionable steps on brand building for beginners, current client revisions, and watch as we level up brands in 2025. We are covering everything from tools, tips, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, high-level AI automations, and more. These will take you from confused to confident. So after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. If I were you, I wouldn't miss out. Mark your calendars and subscribe now to our YouTube channels. Join our free communities, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up as a struggling entrepreneur, we have the solution, the systems, and the experts. Our entire team is live each and every weekday at 12 p.m., 1 p.m., and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can lunch and learn. If you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you know you need to do to get your assets in order.